Skill Assistant Competent Communicator Kwameli. A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Today is a special day. I never thought that there are times that I can make it to the meeting on time and I'm early and I still manage to do a lot more things. It's one of the few moments that I have without being late and still have some time. And coming to today's meeting with the theme opening doors. When I drive here, what it struck me, actually yesterday when I drove, what it struck me is that opening doors. What do you mean by opening doors? There are so many doors around us. There are physical doors. There are doors that is created in our mind, imaginary doors. So what's the difference? For a physical door, it's very simple. The moment we push, we know that we are going to enter into another place, another dimension. But how about imaginary door? What does this door do to ourselves? When I first thought of it, it is a principle, it's a concept, like a person. Why somebody are so afraid to come to a Toastmaster meeting? Why someone will be so afraid to stand up and to present a speech? That is because they have a door that is locked in their mind. It's just imaginary. There is nothing physical that prevents you from standing up here and delivering your speech. It's just that there is something locked in your brain, in your mind. The moment you thought of doing that, you think, no, I think the door is still shut. I'm not ready. You are thinking, you are your own doors. You who decide your imaginary, you who set your imaginary doors. And this door prevents you from progressing, not only in public speaking, in many aspects of our life. There are people who work in the workforce for 20 years, and then there are people who work in the same company until they retire. And there are times that when I have a friend who is about 70 years old, and he retired at the age of about 65. When I asked him, how do you work in one company for like so long? It's your first job and it's also your last job. So he told me that at the age of about 50 something, he felt that he is not doing anything. Everything is becoming a routine to him. But what stopped him from moving to another dimension? He said that if let's say I move out from this company, then what am I going to do? I've been so used to the system. Everybody here respect me, although I'm not a manager, but I'm the senior for most of the people. People who come in fresh, anything they have to refer to me. I felt so proud about it. But on the other hand, there's no meaning for me here. I'm just doing a routine work, and probably most of the time he said he's not doing anything but to stay there. What prevented him, he told me once, is that the fear for him to move out from the comfort zone. It's just the same for everyone here. There are many times you have this fear, whether changing job, getting a new girlfriend, getting a new baby, newborns, getting into public speaking, moving forwards in job. It's the same thing. You always have these doors, imaginary doors. If only I challenge you all, open a door once at a time. It will be easier than opening all the doors at the same time. Tackle one problem, get over it, you feel confident with it, you move on, open another door of yours. Why you want to let all the doors shut you and prevent you from progressing in the future? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope it will give you some idea like how these doors have prevented you, and I really hope that you will open one door at one time at your own comfort, in your own comfortable manner. With that, I would like to move on to the next one. The person who selected this team is none other than one of our members who have been contributed to the club for many years. He is Distinguished Toastmaster G. Siwaningam. He has been served as the exco of the club, has been served. He also is one of our past president, and currently he is the Division B secretary.
ADV get Assistant Division Governor, Education and Training.
So he is still serving in the Division B. So why this gentleman have been serving in Toastmasters for so long? It's because he's opening one door at one time, and he's still opening his door because he still finds there are more things for him to learn. And without further ado, I would like to invite this gentleman, distinguished Yu Siwadingam, to the stage over here.
Mr. President, give him a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Brahma Toastmasters Club. Good evening. It's wonderful to be here. It has been close to a year since I was TME and they kept asking me and I finally agreed. So ladies and gentlemen, for those of you all who have no exposure to Toastmasters or new to it, what is Toastmasters? Are we a drinking club who go around toasting people? Obviously not in a college. What we are is the world's largest public organization devoted to help people become better public speakers. Our goals are twofold: to help people become better speakers and better communicators. That is Toastmasters. But in a nutshell, Toastmasters, we generally meet twice a month in different days. Our club, Utama, meets the first, third and fifth Thursday of the month. If there is a fifth Thursday, so on 7:30 to about 10, about 2.5 hours. And we learn by doing. Toastmasters, we don't have a class, we don't have a teacher, we don't have gurus. All we have are friends helping friends. Today I'm the TME. 14 years ago when I walked in the door, I did not know anything about Toastmasters. I just looked at one of my role models, idols, those days, Sharon, she has left the club. I looked at her and said, I want to talk like her. And then bit by bit, I took little by little practice by learning and I corrected. Learn by doing here, ladies and gentlemen. There is no lectures. You look at the other person, you try it out, you make your mistakes, somebody gives you feedback, you move on. You move on, you move on. Learning by doing in a supportive environment among friends. So that's Toastmasters. We will talk more about the different tracks in Toastmasters today because it's a special educational session in the middle today. But for now, that is Toastmasters in a nutshell.